Hello everybody, welcome to the Crochet Lovers Crochet Podcast, episode number 40. Hello everybody, I can't believe that it's actually number 40. I know I started last year with, I think number 12 or something like that, and to think that I'm starting 2020 with the 40th podcast, or like end January, oh my goodness, it's crazy. Thank you guys for supporting me through this. Anyway, I have quite a few things to show you guys today, and I'm very excited to show you, and I hope everyone had an amazing week. I know this week was definitely an interesting one in terms of crocheting wise, because I had Monday off because I don't know if it's the same for all the other countries, but I know that in America it was Martin Luther King Day. So I had school off. So that basically threw everything off for me, and I didn't think it would, but it did. So yeah. And it's actually Sunday that I'm recording this, and usually I end up recording the podcast on a Saturday and then edit it that same day and then schedule it to post at 8 a.m. Sunday, and it's currently 10:30 Sunday. So the podcast should be uploaded sometime today, if not then tomorrow on Monday. But I don't know, you guys are watching it, you'll figure it out. But yeah. Okay, so everything I'm going to be talking about is going to be linked in the description box below, and I'm probably going to end up saying that phrase a couple times, just from habit, so just keep that in mind. Okay, so temperature blanket, let's start with that. Okay, so here's the temperature blanket, and I gotta move some other stuff in the way, that way I can have elbow space. Okay, so I am recording my temperature blanket progress for 2020, and if you would like to watch that, I have the podcast link in the description box. Told you I'd say it. So yeah, I currently have to edit. Okay, I'm still editing week 4 because week 4 isn't over with. This is week 4. Week 3 is already uploaded. I did that the other day. Okay, so from Sunday, everything is good temperature blanket wise. Okay, we're good with that. And if you want more information on this, I would watch the first 2 minutes of the first temperature blanket video, and I really go into detail of how I'm going to be doing the temperature blanket and how my way is different than other people's ways, because I really don't want a really long single crochet blanket back and forth. Plus I find that I would get really bored with that really fast as well. But this way I find myself not getting bored with it at all. I'm just forgetting to do it, which I knew would happen, but the fact that I have to then making myself record, because for these videos it's keeping me on schedule, and I caught myself twice now where I didn't do it. Like, I didn't record, but I did the square though. So I said in the video like, oh yeah, I did it, but I just didn't record. So another thing about this thing, like, of me recording, is that I lost my train of thought. Okay, I'll say when it comes back. Okay. So this is week 1, week 2, week 3. Oh, I remember what I was gonna say. Okay, so in week 3's video, and also in last week's podcast, I asked you guys your opinion on the temperature blanket videos of the format that you guys like to watch them in, and your response on that would really be helpful for me. So either way, it doesn't matter for me, because one way is going to be longer than the other way, but it doesn't matter. So I'm probably going to start that week 5, because week 4 already started. So yeah, okay, so in case you need a reminder or you didn't watch the video, the question that I asked was like the format that you guys would like to watch the temperature blanket videos. So I give an intro to the day saying, hello, this is what the square currently looks like, this is today's temperature, this is the yarn that I'm using, and then that's the end of that video. Then the next clip is me crocheting that row for the day, and then the next clip is me showing you the finished square. And then when I work on the row, I usually add music. That's what I did for week 1 at least. Yeah, okay. And then the other way is just the intro and then what the finished square looks like. I don't do the row progress. So opinions, please. Your opinions do matter. Okay, so you guys saw week 1 and week 2 a couple times already. You saw a little bit of week 3. Here is the finished version of week 3. Oh, there's an ant. Hold on. Okay. We were getting these really baby ants in our kitchen, and we couldn't figure out where they were coming from. But now they're coming in my room too, and it's like, whoa, I don't like that. Stay out of my room. And I'm taking a wild guess saying that they're coming from the vent. Let's hope that fixes. Okay. Anyway. And then also in the video, I was talking about how the colors kind of change. Like week 1 was like, you know what, let's stick with the greens. Let's, first week greens, perfect. And then week 2 was like, okay, so, let's get a little cold, but still stick with the greens. And it's like, let's introduce the brown, but still stick with its tone of greens. And then week 3 is, okay, so now we're fading the greens out, but we're sticking with the browns. And here, let me show my graph. So the brown, so the gray is actually 3 degrees. And brown's a little higher than that. So there's the order of the color. So greens are up here, then browns are down here. So that's the color. Okay, that's the end of it. And then I don't know if I showed you guys this or not, but this is for this week. Can't talk today. Okay. Hat Not Hate. So last week I showed you guys my Hat Not Hate hats, and I had quite a few of them done, and I didn't get that much done this week at all. And like I said, I'm pretty sure the 3-day break threw me off. So I finished this hat in one of my study hall classes, and here's what it looks like. This is more of a kindergartner hat, and the information for Hat Not Hate is in the description box below. And then I started this hat. Obviously didn't get very far, but it started. And the yarn I'm using is Loops and Threads Impeccable in the color Bright Sky Blue. And I doubt you are, but if there's someone out there, or just a teeny part of your mind that's wondering how why I have so many blues and loops and threads, it's because I don't know when, but a while ago, like more recently, but like a couple months ago, Loops and Threads was on sale for like buy one get two free or something along the lines of that, or buy two get one free, or I don't know, something like that. But I took advantage of that and I got like 9 of these, and I got them all in blue, and then I split that in half and shared it with Charlotte from Hook Over Heels because we're doing Hat Not Hate together. So I'm like, you know what, let's go. We're doing this together. So there's that. Okay. Hat Not Hate done. So I know what I'm saying. This is the August square from Jada and Stitches. The 2017 calendar blanket. There's a sticker on there. I don't know what I did, but my border has a lot more grand, like each side is supposed to have 6 on it, and mine has a lot more than 6 clusters. Whew, that is weird. And I was pulling up the other squares in the blanket, and I just, some of them have multiple than 6, some of them have 6, but it's like really stretched out and it just doesn't look nice. I was like, whoa, okay. So here's the square. It is the vintage camper, and I was really excited to make this one because, as most of you guys know, I camp a lot in the summertime. And I know in the earlier days of my podcast I was talking about camping a lot. Not so much last year because I didn't get to go that much for reasons like our camper got knocked over with a tree, but besides the point. here's this. The yarn I used was, this gray was a scrap. I grabbed a ball of gray and I just called it good. Same with the black. I don't have the black with me, but the blue is, this is the same blue I have in most of my other squares, and I was trying to do a constant, like, I don't know if you guys remember this or not, but I can't tell you what episode this is or when this was, but from Terri from the Yarnjoy podcast, she had she was doing this corner to corner Christmas graphic. It was a repeat craft or me pattern. It was a crochet along, like a year long type thing, and she was doing like a sparkle white, I believe it was. She was keeping that consistent within each pattern. She would find a way to bring that yarn into each square, and I found that really inspiring for some reason, and I thought it was a good idea to do that with this color. And it's not, because the backgrounds are, it's like a, here, I actually have it right here, I'll show you. It just doesn't look right because the first square is a light blue, and then the rest of the blue backgrounds is that shade of blue, and it just doesn't look nice. Okay, so we have a light blue, pink, and then that background again. Next row, yellow, green, like this yucky green, and then that background. Oh, by the way, this bow tie, same blue, and then we got that background again. Just like, whoa, oh, sorry, my yarn over the way. And now we have to add this camper to the blanket. And I'm just going to keep this out because I started working on another square. I started working on the next square, and this background doesn't go at all. It's it's this yarn right here. Okay. Okay. So this is the September square, which is an apple, and I thought it was a good idea to use this color, but my stitch count's off for some reason, and I think I have to restart, frog it and restart it, because my row ended right here when the row's supposed to end like right here. So I'm like, this amount, I did something wrong, I don't know. And I did this row like 5 times trying to figure out what I did, and I can't figure out for the life of me. But this red is Crafter's Secret in the colorway red, and this is Caron Simply Soft in the colorway Central Park. So stay tuned for that, because I plan on what I plan on doing? Oh, I plan on finishing this square next week. Okay, so there is that, and then I'm probably going to add this square as soon as I edit the podcast and stuff, or as I'm waiting for the podcast to edit. I mean, to whatever, you know, as it's posting. I'll find time to do it. Okay, so yesterday was last night, 2 days ago, I don't know what I'm saying. I added listings to my Etsy shop. There we go. Sorry, I just lost my train of thought. I added 4 new listings for baby blanket sets, and in case you don't know, a baby blanket set in my mind is a baby blanket and then a matching hat. And if you guys want to see those, you can definitely check that out. The link is going to be in the description box below, and each set is $35 USD, in case you're wondering. And I'm only shipping within the US unless we can work something out. Otherwise, if you want to message me, because I don't plan doing that either, because I've never personally shipped outside the US, so I'm just putting that out there. But yeah, I'm really excited to get these. Okay, so those were the baby sets that I made a while ago. I just never put them out there. So I'm actually using my yarn stash up, and this is a good thing, trust me. So do you remember, I don't know if you guys remember this or not, but the Hobby Lobby sale last year, they had these Luxe Lollies, and they're originally $8, but I got mine for $2. And oh my gosh, I was a kid in the candy store. There was like the aisle right here, right? And they were like all on the line, and I kid you not, I was like this, just grabbing them, and my mother's like, whoa, can you just like, I kid you not, she was like talking about yarn therapy, like Alcohol Anonymous, but like for yarn. I was like, whoa, okay. So the reason I brought this out, in case you're wondering, the colorway is Custard Comfort. Isn't that pretty? Whoa, look at that sunlight. This is so pretty. Okay, the reason I got this out is because I took one of these, and I went, you know what, let's use it. And that's what I did. Okay, let me unravel this real quick. So, this is a giant Red Heart Super Saver in the colorway Navy. So this is the main color of the scarf, and then I am using, this is the Luxe Lollies in the colorway Mile Pie. And the reason I got this one out was for size comparison. So like that's how much I used of it. And I wanted to see how much I used, but I never did. And the colors of this one is just so pretty. Oh my goodness. And these colors together are, oh my goodness. Oh, these are so pretty. Like, I keep on saying that, but they are. Here it is. This is such a thick, warm scarf too, and I really want to keep it for myself, but I'm not going to because I never wear scarves. I freeze. That's what I do. This is going to be a scarf for the shop after I finish it. I'm gonna put it on the shop and a listing. And okay, before I continue, I know everyone always says to, like, they use beads or something for their stitch markers to figure out so they don't forget what hook they use, but I kid you not, I just took a sticky note, poked a hole in it, and stuck it in my stitch marker, and it works just fine. I was like, what kind of sorcery is this? I mean, and I put the dimensions for the scarf that I need it to be, so 75 to 80 inches, and then the hook I use, and it's okay. You guys ready for this? So it starts off with this, right? Hold on a second. You guys will see how pretty this is. I'm going to move it back a little, and I'll hold the camera up for you guys to see. Okay. Sally is not coming up true to color, but like, oh, you can't even see it. Oh, that is so sad. But you can at least see the different color change. Oh, this area you can see it pretty well. But like, it is so pretty. Oh my goodness. Like, when I was making it, it was so hard not to like just stop and stare at it. Ooh. Okay. And the pattern that I used was the Wild Fall Scarf / Cowl pattern that I designed. It's always in the description box below in case you're looking for it. That's where it is. I just keep it down there at all times. So, okay. There's that. Okay, and then I doubt any of you guys are actually still watching, but if you are, hello. Yeah, okay, so that's all I have to show you guys. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!